everyone, welcome to the channel. So today we're finally getting our garden ready to plant. So we just went over it one more time with the rototiller. It's been about a week since we originally rototilled it. So we had some grass starting and we've had some heavy rain, so it's fairly packed down. So we quickly went over it once and then I just took the rake and smoothed it out. So now we're gonna go ahead and get our woven weed fabric cut and put down. Alright, so we just spread out our first piece of weed fabric, so now we're putting the fabric staples in, and this just holds it down from blowing away. So yesterday we started laying down our woven weed fabric, and to start we were using the metal staples that come with them to push them into the ground and hold it down in the wind. It was a pretty breezy day, so the staples and the freshly tilled dirt were just lifting right out. So while we were laying it down, we just held it down with some rocks, but now we're switching to putting wood chips in the paths where we're going to walk to weigh it down and hold it nice and flat. So we're going to go out and chip some more fresh wood chips. So we have the chipper on the 7060 this time. We've only used it on the L2501 so far, so we'll see how it does on the bigger tractor. So we're just going to chip it into the bucket of the other tractor and bring the chips up and spread them on the garden.
couldn't do it.
Staples that we started with yesterday. I think they're probably like 3 inches long. They just stab through the fabric into the ground. We were trying to stab them into freshly tilled ground and they didn't hold at all. It was windy while we were trying to spread it also, so our fabric was like a kite. Maybe if it wasn't a windy day and you overlapped your fabric onto the ground that wasn't tilled, they would work, but they didn't work at all for us. So I got as much as I can done with the chips that we were able to make before the shaft for the chipper broke. So I'll show you what I have done and what is left to do. So I have 3 rows of the fabric completely laid out and the seams covered in chips. So I did the seams and around all the edges with the chips to hold the fabric down really well. And that piece is partially done, but I can't do the chips on the other side of that until the next piece is laid out, just so they can overlap. I'm not going to lay any more rows of fabric out until we have wood chips to lay on them, just because if you put the chips down right away, the fabric lays a lot smoother. So I'm going to do 2 more rows of fabric once we have more chips, so there'll be a total of 6. Each piece of fabric has a 50-foot by 4-foot planting area. So these were 6-foot wide rows of fabric, but with the overlap and the chips for the walkway, you end up with a 4-foot area to plant. So I'm going to have the fabric there, and then on this open side of the garden is where I'm going to put the hills for the squash and stuff that we're planting. I'm not going to put fabric down over here. We're just going to surround them with wood chips to try to keep the weeds down. So that should be everything for today. Hopefully tomorrow we can get the rest of our chips made up so we can finish up the garden and then get started planting. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.